It is still November and the first snow has already fallen here in the Netherlands. Lately, I've been thinking about the things that bring the feeling of peace into my life, into my body, and into my mind. Nature plays a big role in that. The quiet and soothing whisper of the leaves and raindrops, the ever-changing and enchanting beauty that nature surrounds us with. So many things in life lose their magic when we grow up. But with nature, this doesn't seem to be the case, no matter how old I become. I'm very, very grateful for that. Before we lived in the place where we live in now, we were living in a very urban area. So when I stepped outside there, I was immediately surrounded by building walls on all sides, cars, bicycles, people, and noise. I did not even notice it as much at the time that I lived there, but this had a severe impact on my well-being. It was only really when we moved here where I'm immediately surrounded by the green of trees and grass, and I can actually look into the distance, that I suddenly felt this weight coming off my shoulders. It made me emotional. I was a happier person. I knew, of course, before that I loved nature, but I guess I did not know how much the feeling of truly being connected to it really meant to me. This is not to tell you that you need to pack your bags right now and move immediately if you're not close to nature. Of course, there are other possibilities to incorporate more of it into your life. And not every person is like me. Some people thrive in a buzzing city. They love being surrounded by lots of people, beautiful architecture, nice cafes and shops. It energizes them and makes them happy. We are all different. I even like such a surrounding every once in a while, but not on a daily basis. If you're more on the introvert and highly sensitive side like me, you might actually find yourself feeling more peaceful and happy when you're closer to nature. Having a pet or plants at home to care for is connecting to nature. Taking yourself out for a walk in a park, forest, or beach, whatever is nearby you, is connecting to nature. Planning little getaways into a lovely nature area that you'd love to explore, maybe just for a weekend, is connecting to nature. And if you really can't get outside right now, watching some slow living nature vlogs here on YouTube can also give you a feeling of connection and peace. Another element that makes me feel peaceful and content from the inside out is when I'm in a state of flow. Ask yourself right now, what activities make you forget about your phone and get you into a state of flow? I'll give you some time to think about it because it's important. For me, the first thing that comes to mind is painting. Since I've been 11 years old and started to paint on canvases, painting always got me into this wonderful state of flow. Putting on some music that I love and losing myself into the act of creation, completely forgetting about the concept of time. That's what painting did for me for many years. Now that it is part of my job as an artist, this unfortunately has become less. I still find painting relaxing and it brings me joy, but now that I'm often filming the process, thinking about the outcome and the marketing of it, it doesn't get me into a flow state that often anymore. That is the price I have to pay for turning my childhood hobby into my job, but it is one I'm willing to pay for having all the benefits that come with it as well. Now, the editing of videos actually get me into a state of flow quite often, and I'm surprised by how fast time flies by when I do it. I just love it so much when beautiful images, music and sounds seamlessly melt together into one piece of film that puts a smile on my face. A thing I noticed recently is that my restless leg has made a comeback. If you don't know what it is, it's a feeling of restlessness within your leg that makes you want to tremble it when you sit. I had this for years as a teenager and would do this a lot at school. Then it was gone for years and now I sometimes have it again. I think that it means that I need to move my body more. Even though I'm a self-employed painter and filmmaker, my job has me sitting behind the laptop a lot. My body feels so much more relaxed and at peace when I've just been for a walk or when I got myself onto the yoga mat and got my body into a flow of movement and taking deeper breaths. What is your favorite way to get your body moving? Is it riding a bicycle, walking your dog, playing a team sport, or going to the gym? There are so many different ways to do that, which is great because there's something for everyone. I think we should have at least one of these body-moving activities in our lives. So if you haven't one right now, think about which one you would like to add before the next year starts. I hope this video gave you some ideas on how to make some slight changes in your life right now in order to have an even happier and more peaceful life next year. One important thing before you go, please let us all know in the comments what brings you into a state of flow so we can inspire each other. Maybe there are some people watching who cannot remember what brings them into this lovely and peaceful state of being, and your comment is the one that helps them remember. Every voice matters, as always. Sending you much love and hope to see you next week.